Right, so I have returned once again today to cover some more JoJo Part 6. And in this stream, we actually are covering a Volume 8. So we're covering from chapter 65 to 73. YouTube has kicked in, scared the hell out of me a little bit. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. We're doing from chapter 65 to 73, I think it was, yeah, 65, 73. So yeah, when we left off, Jolene's in trouble right now, like very, very, very much trouble. Kind of trouble you don't want to be in right now. And also as well, FF and Asu are trying to get to that ward to go and save it, because as we know, Poochie's got the idea to resurrect Dio because he doesn't know what the frack is going to happen if he actually does resurrect Dio, because everyone knows if you do those things, nothing good will happen because of it. Like, nah, don't ever resurrect Dio. It's a bad idea, bro. Bad idea. So yeah, that's where we actually got to last time, and I think we ended on Jolene very much in trouble with, I believe his name is Viviano. He's actually the kind of dude at the prison. So I think, if I remember correctly, there's a bunch of stand users that have actually appeared now, and a bunch more than appear, I think, as well. That's what Poochie mentioned. I was like, okay, alright Poochie. You don't know what you're doing, so it's okay, I understand. Because he's like, oh yeah, I want to resurrect Dio, get that bone and resurrect Dio. I was like, yeah, because that works so goddamn well. You know what happened? Someone just throw a copy of Part 3 at him, like, yo, don't do it because that happens. Yeah, everything's working fine. Though my voice sounds a little bit more bassy than usual, which is a little bit more different than I imagined. I was like, oh my god, my voice is actually way more bassy. So yeah. Did actually start the thing a little bit earlier than usual. I think I was going to start at 3:30 and I started at about 12 past. Because actually I managed to finish everything off what I was doing beforehand, because I have to kind of get some things kind of preemptively done before I do a stream. So I managed to get everything done beforehand and actually managed to get everything kind of on time. So I thought I started a little bit earlier than usual. So yeah, anyway, let's begin with some JoJo Part 6 Volume 8. See what happens with Jolene. So, I have to get away. Ah, God, it's coming. This guy's stability is shit. God Westwood's Secret Part 5. It's over. I completely locked you. Hurrah! God Westwood's Secret Part 5. Being a god is my profession. Hey, being a god is my profession. My job is to detain prisoners like you, and I do it every day. At first glance, it looks like your right arm is free, but my headlock isn't just to choke you like this. I'm twisting your left shoulder, and that makes your right shoulder dead too, and prevents you from raising it. That's why your right-handed punch won't reach me. But this headlock has one weakness. I know it very well, and that's grabbing my crotch. With your free right hand. I'd like you to grab it in another situation, but I'm still kind of I'm in two minds, because my top 3 is literally Songatsu, JoJo Part 4, and Gintama. It's the only ones I've seen that are actually kind of any good. And JoJo Part 4 still reigns from last year, because I have not found anything besides Songatsu and Gintama that technically tends to beat it. That's my problem right now. It's that weird situation. Like, I just haven't seen a good anime this whole entire year that's actually topped those ones beforehand. So technically, those ones still on my top 3. So technically, they can technically interchange. Like, Sangatsu sometimes will be my number 1, but like, yeah, I don't even remember half of the stuff was this year. I remember Gintama fondly because Gintama's incredible. That's the one I always tend to remember. But other than that, nothing tends to spring to mind actually. I like you can't say that word now. I'd like you to grab another situation, but as long as I defend myself from that. God, it's coming. If I remain like this guy's stand ability is the real identity of this guy's stand who managed to hurt both my arm and my right leg is that ceiling. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna be. I think from this year, I believe it's probably Sangatsu. Like, it's the kind of crowned king of the whole entire year. Because I just don't think that. I can't give it to Gintama because I think it's a returning show. I tend to kind of Well, I actually go to JoJo Part 4 last year. That's what I'm speaking about. But you know what I mean. Technically it finished this year, so technically it's in the running. But yeah, definitely Sangatsu. Like Sangatsu finished this year, so definitely it could be in this year's running. But I think it's number one pretty much. I don't think there'll never be an anime better than Sangatsu this whole entire year. I don't think, unless JoJo Part 5 just randomly surfaces at the end of this year. No idea. Oh yeah, but I don't think that'll finish this year unless they actually do a one core. If they do a one core, then I guess it'll finish this year. But if they do two core, technically it's 25th, 18. That would have to kind of be the it'd be in the running for. I don't know. That ceiling window. There's something in the hard glass. A crack. Ah! I have to get away. Crash, crash. Stone free. Oh. I pierced his eardrums. His grip loosened. Stop the shop window, actually. It's a bit loud, I think. It's a really nice panel, actually. (6.5 degrees) with a margin of error of plus or minus 0.9 degrees. So 6.5 plus / minus 0.9. This number indicates the angle of landing for when capsule-type space aircraft descend to Earth from the Earth's atmosphere. If they don't enter the Earth's atmosphere at this angle, the aircraft will most likely be blown away by the air resistance, or it will burn away because of the intense friction. If we compare the Earth to a human head, its angle of passage is about as thick as a strand of hair. In the Earth's gravitational field, there are countless amounts of debris and rocks, and it is said that every second 400 of these materials come hurtling down to Earth. Of course, most of these meteors burn to nothing before they reach the surface of the Earth. Oh my god, an actual science lesson from JoJo. I'm learning more about science from JoJo than I did from my actual kind of school. It's actually incredible. Science from JoJo is the best kind of JoJo. Science. But if the meteor itself follows the angle of passage, of course there are discrepancies in weight and size. But if it would be able to resist being burned away, it would be able to retain its shape and fall down to Earth as a meteor. Hey, did you see that just now? A shooting star. It was a shooting star. You can't see those in broad daylight. You can see shooting stars at night because it's dark enough to see them burning. Usually, yeah, but this one must have been real close. If it's really close, you must be able to see it even during the day. Hey, see again? There are two of them. To be honest, I actually haven't seen anything from this year. Like, anything I've actually kind of said, okay, that's actually pretty freaking good. Like, I mean, the only show that's actually been good, like, outstandingly good, is Gamers. It's the only anime this whole entire year I'm like, you know what? This is good. Reflection's pretty good as well, but it's not like, oh my god, it's really freaking amazing, but it's not as bad as everyone says it is. Like, everyone says, oh my god, The Reflection's the worst show this whole entire year. Oh my god, get out of my sight. It's not that at all. It's actually pretty freaking good once you get past the kind of really freaking weird animation. Yeah. The two are just given are pretty much the best shows I've watched this whole entire year, which aren't returnings. Like, there are only two shows which I'm like, okay, you know what? Those are pretty good. About that, besides that, not really. Well, from what I can remember at least. Scum's Wish kind of came close, and it kind of crapped itself at the end. So I was like, alright. But I haven't really watched any other shows this whole entire year. Granted, they said that one romance show from last season was meant to be like the best of the year as well, but I don't know. I haven't watched it. Ooga! 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 Huh? It's a meteor. That's his identity. The source of the attacks are meteors that fall towards the guard. The source of the attacks are meteors that fall towards the guard. That's what I was getting hit by. His stand attracts meteors in the atmosphere, but the meteors never actually hit him. It burns away at a hair's length away from his body, and it's coming again. Another one's gonna come again. Before that, I have to get away. I'm the one that's gonna win. I'm the strongest. Still, he reminds me a lot of Sundowner from Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance. Like, he has the exact same like kind of prospects on life. Like, I'm invincible. That kind of thing. Which reminds me, I love that goddamn game. I want to play that game now. Oh, I just saw the picture of a guy's nail getting lifted up. Ugh. Nothing makes me get creeped out more than the goddamn nail getting lifted up. Oh, man. Let me see anything from that page? No, I'm good. Oh, hit my top of my thing. I got you this time. I won't let you go. Stone free. Gah. Oh. No. No, 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 no. No. Not good. Not good at all. No. Cannot stand seeing those things. From your toes. I'm going to skin you until I get to the top of your head. Wow. Oh, man. Oof. Guy Westwood's Secret Part 6. Ah, God. Reminds me of that scene from Black Swan now. Oh. When she like rips her skin off. Ugh. That's the only thing that creeps me out. Anything, I'm pretty much good with everything else besides spiders. But when it comes to these kind of things, I'm like, no, please don't show me these things. Please don't. Oh man. Ugh. Just the worst thing a person could possibly get done to them. Oh. Have your nails ripped off. Oh. Let go of me, you fucking guard. Gah! He's legit getting skinned alive. It's actually gonna make me feel sick. Not gonna lie. Save me from this. Save me from this. Rip. He loosened his grip. Stone free. Oh damn. Ooh. I see the fountains are back. The fountains of blood that we missed in part 5. That was something we missed in part 5 quite often. Like for part 6, like there hasn't really been a massive blood fountain of like blood, but I guess now it's actually happening. I guess it's coming back. I just barely dodged it, and even though I was trying to make the meteor hit him instead of me, it is the same as before. None of the meteors will get close enough to his body, and all of them turn into dust before impact. That guard's stand ability is drawing meteors towards his body like a magnet. But no matter what I do, the meteors will only hit me if I'm close enough to him. And to top it off, the meteors burn at approximately 3,000 degrees just by being near him. I'll get hurt by it. How many have you hit already? Weird. There are burning rocks flying from the sky towards me. Are they meteors? Is this my strong point? Huh? FE40536. How many of them have you hit? How many of them have hit your arm now? Both arms, right? The wounds look deep, and also one in your left side, as well as your right leg. Does that make it 5 in total, or maybe 6? The next blow, it'll probably be fatal. Ooh. You're bluffing. You're just barely standing. Your stance is just to fool me. Your arms are in no condition to fight anymore either. I can see that your muscles are all black. Your muscles aren't even shining anymore. You want to fool around a little? To see how much damage you'll suffer? You want to fool around a little to see how much damage you'll suffer? What's wrong, huh? Come on, hit me, huh? I'm not even guarding. Attack me. How are you gonna punch me? You want me to close my eyes? Oh. Oh no, it's the bone. It's the bone. The Dio bone. That's that thing over there. It's the thing that Whitesnake. Oh, can't say the words now. That thing over there. It's the thing that Whitesnake is searching for. The bone. It's the bone. It's over there. You can't even fight anymore. You're thinking of pressing up against the wall to prevent the meteors from falling on you, but I knew that you would do that. Gah! Oh, the meteors were already falling towards me on the other side of the wall. Yeah. I win, as I thought. There's been too much damage done to your body. You can't even guard against my attacks. And one more hit. Your finishing blow is coming. Oh, damn it. Two men look out through the same bars. One sees the wall and the other sees the stars. Which one am I? The bone is over there. To get close to Whitesnake, I'll do anything. I can drink gutter water. I'll become stronger. Of course, I'll see the stars until I see my father. I want to keep on looking at the stars. Ooh. You know something? It's actually something I actually missed about part 5. That I haven't done in part 6. Is the little break in between. It told you what chapters they were. Like there was also that little break that you got to tell you, oh, that's the end of the chapter. Then you actually went straight into the next one. This one doesn't have it, but I'm guessing this one was done way beforehand anyway. So it's kind of like, oh, okay, it's understandable. But it's that little break in between. I was like, oh, it's kind of cool because you knew that was the end of the chapter. This one just kind of finishes. You're like, whoa, hello. So, Guard Westward's Secret Part 7. There's no way that you can avoid this next meteor. Guard Westward's Secret Part 7. It's over. I'm the strongest. Yada yada dawa. Oh, she said it. She actually said it. I remember people telling me that's actually her catchphrase. Like, I think it's give me a break. I think it translates to. I think it's give me a break. Just hearing it's actually pretty freaking cool. I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna get hit. This last blow, no question. I can't even guard with my stone free, but I was still able to take your right boot. Oh, I was still able to take off your right boot. Oh. My boot. She deflected it with the boot she took off of me. She even packed a piece of brick in it. It's hitting her, but it's only doing half the damage, and she changed its course. That was impressive, actually. I like that. It's actually pretty freaking good. The meteor will burn away. Well, the meteor will burn away. It will never actually hit you, but that's only talking about the meteor. Just the boot. She actually used the boot. That's incredible. Yeah. That boot caught on fire from the second meteor that hit it. Really, it's been such a hassle, really. Yeah. You fucking dirty prisoner scum. Stone free. Oh, gone. Gone. Out of here. But what is this bitch? She doesn't give up. She won't give up. Shit. It's true. If something else hits the meteor, it would hit me. How terrible. How dare she do something so terrible to me? This bitch. Oh. Game set. Oh, that was a great ending. That was a great ending. So, name, Viviano Westwood. Stand, name, Planet Waves. Put out commission. Quite literally. Quite literally. That little guy. I have to look for him. He's the one with the bone. In this war, there must still be that stand user that influences others' fighting spirit. If that little guy gets killed by someone and loses the bone, before that happens, I have to get that bone. I have to get it. Ha! Gah! Oh wow. Oh wow, that was that was quite the entrance and exit, actually. Quite the entrance, quite the exit. Huh. What? What is this already? The fighting's already ended and also everyone in the ward looks bloated. It's a stand ability. How many other stand users are there? Oh, it's a stand ability. How many other stand users are there? Oh no, more stand users. What? These guys? What did they do? These guys. Blue Dragon. Blue Dragon? Blue Dragon's name of a game. Burn Dragon's Dream. There we are. Part 1. That'd be very much a different chapter if it had to be by Blue Dragon. That's a really freaking old game now. It's like 10 years old. Yeah, about 10 years old. Damn. The fight's already over. Did these guys do it? No. One person gets one stand and one ability. So whoever defeated the others and made them all bloated has to be one out of these two. Has to be one out of these two. How many other stand users were sent to this ward? At least 3 others, I bet. And to top off that, where's the little guy who picked up the bone? Where did he go? Is he hiding in one of those cells? I do actually have uni next month. It's the kind of very freaking end of month. It's like the beginning of October. It's like 25th, I believe. I start uni. I technically start the 28th, but I start the 25th as well because I've got to go in those couple of days to kind of get used to it again. Apparently, like you got to go have a talk about what you do next year. I'm like, great, thanks. But yeah, I start year 2 like next month, which is like kind of terrifying. So I was like, oh no. I was like, I've actually had like at least 3 months off at this point. I'm like, it's just such a weird thing to go back. I haven't actually had that much time off my life. It's a surreal experience. I have to go back to London as well, to go through rush hour, to go through everything again. My favourite time of the year. Oh man. Because my university's outside London as well, so I have to go into London and go outside London to get there, which is like even longer. It's like an hour and a half from where I am right now to there. So it's quite an experience. Can you stand with such injuries? Well, you do have a very interesting stand. A stand of string. Crack, crack. How you'll attack, it's interesting because it's hard to read your actions. What's even more interesting is your determination. Your body's been injured, but I see you've grown from your past battle. When Whitesnake told me that he'd send 4 stand users, including me, I thought, why that many? But I suppose I understand a little now. If one really wants to finish you off. My name is Kenzo, 78 years old. My secret to good health is sleeping for precisely 8 hours and a half a day. 8.5 hours a day, as well as urine therapy. That's the important thing is to continue it. Have you heard of it, urine therapy? Ha ha ha. If you want to go, I'll gladly accept. This is American style, French style, Japanese style. Italian specifically Naples style. The world's finger for fuck off. Oh, that's great. Italian specifically Naples style. The world's finger for fuck off. Kind of want to get part 6 done before I head back, because if I get this done, I actually can do part 7 in the meantime. Just kind of routinely just get it scheduled done and kind of just do it around that. So I just kind of want to get this done before the end of September, which I believe I'll got like 3 weeks to go if I continue at this pace, or if I just literally just do it in one fell swoop, I'll probably get it done in about a week. Let's start from the conclusion. These prisoners all drowned. Drowned because I drowned them. Their bodies are bloated. And it seems as if you're not first on my list yet. It seems as if you're not first on my list yet. Oh, here she is. Here she is. Here she is. FF. Here she is. FF. Shit. I guess he knew that I've been hiding behind those bodies, huh? And my surprise attack didn't go so well. Lucky for him, that body's arms and legs were I. And my surprise attack didn't go so well. Lucky for him, that body's arms and legs were either way. Yeah, don't worry. Next week I'll start up Sangatsu again. Like I'm kind of getting back to the schedule again. I'm going from Monday, Wednesday, Friday doing JoJo Part 6, and then in the middle of those ones do yeah, so I'll probably get done with Sangatsu. I'm probably gonna get done with Sangatsu up to like volume 8 or 9 by the end of September as well. Which I'm probably halfway through 5 anyway, so I haven't got that far to go, and I get through a volume every 2 streams, so it's actually not so bad. So it's like 2, 4, 6, 8 streams until I get to 8 or 9. That's how probably I'll do it, I think. Close. How did you get here? I got here just in time, but it looks like it was pretty close. Cool, huh, Jolene? I'll fill those wounds in for you in just a second. Who is that? Oh yeah. Is that person who was with Weather Report in the room? Before that, Jolene, leave this geezer to me. Ooh. Face southeast, 126 degrees, 30 minutes, 20 seconds. Sweat. It's falling. Will you open your lips? Do you want to drown? Gah! Okay. Yeah, I think what I probably will do is just in the middle of those like Tuesday, Thursdays, just do some random things, like just do some random mangas in the meantime. I have to catch up with certain ones as well, because I want to kind of get at least one I have catched up until thingy comes back, old Overlord, or Noragami comes back, like randomly. Which is kind of a far off thing, I think. But yeah, I think season 2 starts in October of Sangatsu, so I have like about a month and a bit until it starts up anyway. So stand name, planet wave, stand user, Viviano Westwood. Strength A, speed B, range A, staying A, position A, learning E. Ability, has the ability to draw meteors falling from the sky. The meteor themselves burn down to nothing before hitting the user, so the user is safe. It attacks anyone in between. So Burn Dragon's Dream Part 2. The time it takes for humans to drown is usually 5 to 7 minutes, even for trained swimmers. But that's assuming that there's oxygen stored in the lungs. If one were to expel all of the oxygen in both lungs, then the human would drown instantly with only a few drops of water. Huh. That's quite interesting. Yeah, Overlord's getting season 2 sometime. Like, whenever Madhouse just does it, I guess. Like, you know what they're like. They just do it anytime they want. Like, okay, we can release it now. But yeah, Overlord comes back in October when it comes to the manga. So I have to, in the meantime, just cover something else. Or I guess just, I don't know, I have to figure something out. my schedule tends to kind of get a little bit kind of skewered because real life things tend to happen quite often. I have to kind of schedule everything around it. So a lot of the times I'm like, I'm gonna do that today, and then something happens. I'm like, God damn it. Which is always the case. Which is why I always see JoJo Part 6 just kind of change dates sometimes, because it's when if and when I can just put it in there. So Burn Dragon's Dream Part 2. Holy freaking Christ, it's a lot of things. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully Season 2 is not actually as bad as Season 1, because Season 1 was freaking awful when you think about it. Just redid a whole entire thing, actually, the more I think about it. Alright, so Foo Fighters. A mutant-like stand user who is comprised of plankton endowed with intelligence, seeing Journey's action made FF want to find purpose and meaning in her own life. So friendship. Jolene Cujo, Jotaro's daughter, wrongly placed in prison with a sentence of 15 years, wants to find her father's memory disc stand. Memory disc stand name is Stone Free. Alright, memory disc stand name is Stone Free. There we are. So Anasui just met him, wants to marry her. Has somehow fallen for Jolene and has come to rescue Jolene so he can marry her. And a murderer, stand name is Diver Down. Cujo Jotaro. Presently, his body is being held by the SPW Foundation somewhere, although his ability was stolen from him. It was retrieved which revived him physically. However, he has no memory. Stand name is Star Platinum. If I can say the word. That's if I can say it. Wants to find the bone, goes to the punishment ward on purpose to pursue the bone. She thinks that being in possession of it will somehow bring her closer to Whitesnake. So, the little guy has it. The only part of Dio that was left after he turned to dust from his right leg. It moves around seemingly with a mind of its own. What is its intentions? So Sportsmax deceased. His ability to bring back the dead gave power to the bone. So then Hermes, I guess, has gotten revenge for her sister. Stand name Kiss, recovering from injuries. Trust relationship. Weather report. Stand name Weather report. Recovering from injuries. Wants to know his identity. Has a part of his memory stolen from him. So then in possession of Jotaro Kujo's memory disc. Jotaro knew the secret of how to get to heaven, but he was concealing it. Head priest of the prison, name Father Enrico Pucci. The person behind the stand, Whitesnake, who has the ability to rob people of their spirit by transforming into discs. What is ultimate happiness? He calls the notion of stepping outside of human boundaries as going to heaven. Survivor braces people's fighting spirit and trying to make them kill each other. User is unknown. There we are, Old Man Kenzo, and then random guy we don't know the name of. And that is the plot so far. That is a plot so far of JoJo Part 6, pretty much. So directly from your mouth, I damaged your fourth cervical spine. That contains the nerve that connects to your kidney. Your adrenal gland, it releases the body fluid much like engine oil onto the mucous membranes of your respiratory system. It's only a few drops, but it should feel like you're being swallowed up and suffocated by a giant wave. FF! God. Do you want to drown too, Jolene Cujo? It's a little bit weird now. Not gonna lie. I see FF had a good idea just then. FF had the pinnacle idea. Hosha! What are you? Are you human? Gah! Don't stand. Now we should just observe what those two are doing. What kind of stand user is that old geezer? Shouldn't we be evaluating his strength right now? The problem here is not the old man's ability to drown people with his kenpo, but rather the fact that he was able to dodge those bullets. It was subtle, but why didn't any of the bullets hit him? Don't you think that that's more dangerous to you? Why did you come here? I think your name was Anisu. Anisu? Anasui, that's it. I love you. I've been dying to come here for you. Anisu. Anisu's from a different show, I believe. It's Anasui. I've been dying to come here for you. Huh? What did you just say? That geezer's name is Kenzo. He's been in prison here for about 40 years now. He's an idiot who drinks his own piss. I thought I didn't see him around in the men's ward, but to think I would find him here and he's a stand user. That geezer got a sentence of 280 years after he was arrested for killing 34 young men and women in the autumn of 1969. I say geezer, but back then he was still 34. He called himself the founder of a cult organization, and his set became so famous that even Hollywood stars started to join. But the actions of the group created friction between the believers in society, and that's when the police and the FBI started to interfere. The old man, finding himself in a bind, decided to lock himself up in this Florida villa along with his 34 followers and attempted mass suicide. That actually did happen in real life. There was a cult, I believe, that actually did do that. Like not in the same vein of that, but it was they all, I can't remember what it was called. I think it was Heaven's Gate, actually. I might be mistaken, but I swear there was actually a cult in the real world, not from the same year, but I think it was about 20 years off. I believe it had the exact same thing happened. I think. I might be mistaken, but I swear it was actually like there's a cult, and in the end they actually all attempted mass suicide. Kenzo drugged everyone and put fire to the building. Everyone burned to death, but somehow Kenzo, the leader of the cult, survived. The bizarre part is, coincidentally, when the walls of the building collapsed, it fell around him, as if shielding him from the flames and the smoke. He was near death when he was rescued, so no doubt his intentions were to die along with them. What am I trying to say? Well, I don't really know myself, but the old man survived, and he was sentenced to life in prison, not to death. The truth is, concerning the man, I don't know who you are, but I can see your strong points, the secret to your strength. I can clearly see the flow of something within your body that's not blood. Is that your stand, or is it some other organism? But that makes no difference in how I am going to defeat you. There's essentially no difference in your physical composition or your weak points from a human. Even the blood that you will shed. Do you want to drown again? Next time you won't survive. Southwestern direction, 225 degrees, 0 minutes. Again? And what's with the guy's strange movements? What the hell is that? It's the same as before. He has that weird thing in his hands. Oh, and what's with that guy's strange movements? What's that thing that he has in his hands? Oh no. Nope. Doesn't do a thing. I'm neutral. Face forward, don't attack me. I'm not gonna hit anyway. I told you. The one you gotta beat is the user, that old man himself, not me. Do you get it? I'm neutral, remember? Your attacks just go through me. Face forward, be careful, the geezer's coming towards you. Is this how the old guy's dodging my bullets? I personally can't interfere in this battle. Who you gotta go for is that old man. He's your enemy. Burn Dragon's Dream Part 3. I'm getting through this quite quickly, I just realised that. Like, almost at the end. I think. Hold up. I'm on page 54. I think I have like 3 chapters to go now, I believe. I think of 4. I'd be 4 actually, I'm not too sure. Here he comes. Ah! Yes, 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 yes. His agility, say the word, his agility and that kick, I can't believe that it's coming from a 78-year-old. Now I can enter the dragon. Yeah! What? His arm. What did he do to it? That geezer's arm is flying towards the back of FF's head. Huh. Gah! Too close, but she just barely guarded it. Even though her blocking move... My throat just died then. My throat just gave out just then. That was terrible. Yeah, I'm quite a fast reader actually. I just realised that. Like recently I've actually kind of came to the conclusion I'm actually quite a fast reader. See, I never was much of a book reader, to be honest. I actually read some books in my time, but not all the books. I used to kind of consume mostly just like comic books and stuff like that because it's just easier for me to read. But books I kind of kept to what I knew. I think I'd read like the ones that pretty much everyone reads anyway. Because in my old school, you used to have to read because it's one of those things. It was compulsory. So eventually, you just got some books. You just read them. But other than that, probably I didn't really read that much. But yeah, actually kind of insanely fast reader. So too close, but she just barely guarded it, even though her blocking move was weird. As soon as he touched that dragon stand, Kenzo's arm disappeared. Was it so we wouldn't be able to see his punch? That dragon, what was it? Oh, that dragon, what is it? Does your arm fly off when you touch it or something? Too bad the strength of the punch was what I expected from an old grandpa like you. Wrong, FF. I can already see what will happen. Well, not that anybody else but me can see this coming, but... Yeah! Don't say unnecessary things. You talk too much. I thought you were neutral. It's not fair if you keep everything to yourself. Tell her. Sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff. Oh! You opened your mouth. FF! What was that just now? A coincidence? Was it a coincidence that the prisoner glasses flew towards FF and hit her? It's probably due to the unlikely area. I'm beginning to understand now. That's Feng Shui. It's Feng Shui, I think is how you pronounce it. Shui? I think it's how you pronounce it, I believe. Feng Shui. Dude, tell me if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's also known as wind water. Seeing how Kenzo moves, paying close attention to his feet directions and how he only attacks from a designated and predetermined course, as well as that stand of his, and how he only attacks from a designated and predetermined course, as well as that stand on his hand. Kenzo using that dragon-like stand is determining the direction of his attacks. Feng Shui? What are you talking about? What do you mean direction of attack? Feng Shui. But in reality, it's not fortune telling. It is known as a famous form of divination like astrology or reading tarot. Oh, but in reality, it's not fortune telling. According to the East Asians,
According to the East Asians, determining the direction that the flow of energy from water and wind originates from in natural world helps to determine a path that an individual should follow in his or her life. Oh, okay then. I was like, I might be pronouncing it correctly, but I'm not too sure. I think it's how you say it. For example, determining that an individual should follow in his or her life. For example, Feng Shui is used to see the good and bad areas that lie in a piece of land, homes, and even rooms. If the land or home is pointing towards the unlucky position, it will negatively affect their wealth, health, and even their general well-being. During warning eras, soldiers would inspect the Feng Shui of the castles and their enemies. Oh, so Shui. I wasn't far off there. That's fine then. During the warning eras, warning eras, soldiers would inspect the Feng Shui of the castles of their enemies to determine from which direction they should attack to confuse the enemy. On the flip side, the others built shrines in those unlucky areas to suppress the negative vibes, to solidify the castle defenses, and Feng Shui also applies to the human body. Therefore, a skill called Feng Shui assassination was born. Wow, history lessons as well now. If one is able to determine which direction is the most effective to attack his or her enemy using Feng Shui, no matter how alertly the opponent defends their surroundings, it is possible to approach the enemy without even being detected, therefore making the assassination a quick and easy job. So it's the unlucky areas. That's definitely what Kenzo's stand is utilizing, the impending unlucky area for FF. That dragon stand is pointing out Kenzo's designated path to kill her. And once the attacks merge with the dragon, that's when FF's fate is decided. It can't be. Kenzo was here for 40 years, training his Feng Shui assassination technique, and it emerged as this stand ability. Old Man Kenzo, stand name, Dragon Dream versus FF Foo Fighters. Ooh, okay. So, Burn Dragon's Dream Part 4, Feng Shui, the path that needs to be taken. So, even when he's defending, none of FF's bullets can hit that geezer. That too? Are you saying that Feng Shui can also protect Kenzo? No doubt it can. While that dragon is in his hands, he can read which direction he needs to go to find a safe spot. Even while he moves toward that spot, he can move into his next attack. Burn Dragon's Dream Part 4. The dragon is pointing out the direction to kill again. It's actually pretty freaking cool, not gonna lie. I actually quite like this. It's interesting. Learned quite a lot, actually, that you would not know beforehand. FF. It wasn't a coincidence that those gases hit your face. You can't let Kenzo move towards that dragon. I don't really get it myself, but you can't let that old guy touch the dragon. Yeah. Look, Dragon's Dream is because you talk so much that they understand now. Shut up, old man. I'm not your lackey. Shouldn't everyone know about Feng Shui? Well, it's true that the old man is able to utilize me to my fullest. FF, this next spot is your most... FF, this next spot is your unluckiest. Above your left ear. Right now, this spot is the ultimate red warning sign. Also, your lucky color is yellow, and the picture of a goldfish will bring you luck. Not that you have one at hand, but... FF, he's rounded around behind you. There's a lot of things to say that kind of got me for a bit there. I got tongue twisted. He rounded around you, behind you. That's a tongue twister. You're going for a knife hand strike. It doesn't look like you'll even need to touch the dragon. Oh, it doesn't even look like I need to touch the dragon. Let me see anything on that page. Cool. God! His arm that he used to block became his way of attacking. His roots must be in the Tai Chi. Your mouth. I got it now. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Oh. This is quite a disturbing chapter, and also volume as well. Jesus Christ. Oh, if you're going to talk about guarding and defending at the same time, that was also another way to do it. Yeah, as I thought. This bitch, it seems as if I do need to use the dragon to finish her off completely. I made your arm go into the dragon. I was the cause of it, and you touched it because I cornered you. So basically, it's the same as if I attacked it. Oh. Oh. Oh no. My attack has just merged with your direction of death. Hey you, what the fuck did you just do? What the hell did you do to my... What the hell did you do with my arm? I told you. You have an unlucky spot. It's what the power of decided. It's what the power decided. But I don't know what's gonna happen next. And also, if I were you, I would try to keep the damage that you're gonna get down to a minimum. Oh no. Not good. Not good. Man, not good. Not good at all. FF's in a bad spot right now. FF! Get out of there! It's been destroyed by the meteors! The fan's coming down! Oh. Whoa. What's dangerous isn't the fan itself, it's the boomerang. Oh, Jesus H. Christ! To quote that thing that you hear on the internet quite often, out of nowhere! Out of freaking nowhere, a goddamn boomerang appears. A very, 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 very sharp boomerang. Oh, there's actually one more chapter then. Okay. I was going to say, I was like, this seems kind of short this week. It's Burn Dragon's Dream Part 5, and there's a separate chapter on its own, which is the last one, I believe. Oh, that's horrible. Ugh. Ew. Ew. Burn Dragon's Dream Part 5. Oh my god. Oh my god. Burn Dragon's Dream Part 5. What happened to this manga? It just got disturbing. Like, real disturbing. Oh man, people getting their fingers, like, nails ripped off, and they're getting skinned alive. Getting the top of the head completely taken off. Oh, this is bad crap. FF, this is bad crap. Stop, it's no use now. Unlucky areas, they exist on both of your bodies as well. And now we know that once the path decided, no living thing can guard themselves against it. It's just been proven. The next target is going to be you. Yeah. You're wrong. What I was referring to when I said that things were going badly isn't the fact that FF's head's got blown off. Actually, it's more of a relief that FF is still bleeding from that wound. That what's bad is the fact that she's hardly bleeding. The water that she needs to survive within that body is running out. The food fighters within her body is dying out. I'm glad it didn't spill, but it's true that was really unlucky. Huh? What? Come back, dragon! this is like the most shaftiest manga in the universe. Everyone gets shafted every 5 seconds. Like shaft here, shaft there. Damn, it's shafty beyond belief. If that's even a word. If that's even a goddamn word. I don't even know if shafty is even a word. Yeah. Too close. Hey, old man. There won't be a second time. I'll never let my guard down and step out my safe zone again. Shit. He's got away to his safe zone. If we're talking about directions, I think I can see it too now. But the way to counter his movements, a mirror. What I need is a mirror. If I could make a mirror in the air, if I could reflect that dragon in the mirror and move Kenzo away from his safe spot, if I can just fool him, I could have my chance to beat the shit out of him. What I definitely need is water. I can make a mirror if I had water. I need water to heal myself, but right now I need to replenish my supply to make a mirror. I used to have 30,000 followers who listened to my preachings and followed in my footsteps. But ever since I came to this prison, my life changed to one of a scorn. Everyone scorned me and laughed. I was even treated like a fool by some piece of pedophile trash who kidnapped children. 40 years, 40 long years. My glory days. Those were my glory days. 40 years ago, I was crowned by glory. And now, it's going to be that way again. The reason for my surviving the fire, Feng Shui, came back to me as my standability. No doubt, people will start to revere me as their savior now, even if I can't escape this prison. The prisoners will all become my followers. After I take care of you! Show me this. Show me. This is the last attack, Dragon's dream. Show me the way to make my final attack. Ooh, okay. This guy's actually quite interesting. So I swear he's modeled someone in real life. I swear he is. I swear that what happened to him happened to a cult in real life. If someone actually can tell me, that'd be great. I think I'm actually correct in with what I'm thinking about. I might be wrong actually. I'm not too sure. But I swear there was something similar to what happened with him in real life. Or outside of JoJo. FF, on the other side of those iron fences, there's a fire extinguisher hose there. Oh no. He's running as well. He's running. He's running. He's running. Hey, you, don't just stand there. Explaining things. Go help FF. Hey, you, don't just stand there explaining things. Go help FF. I say the word. You're outstanding too, right? You two should be able to beat that old guy. Once FF dies, sure. I haven't made a promise to save FF before I came here. My service only extends to your protection, and FF herself told me not to save her when we got here. She saw you wounded, and also the other man who was with Kenzo. She said should stay and protect you in case anyone else hiding around attacked you. Where is it? How do I get the water to come out? Where the hell is the faucet? Yeah, I'm thinking there was I'm thinking there was a cult in real life that actually did the exact same thing. So I'm trying to remember which cult name it was. I swear it's modeled off someone in real life. The whole entire thing, the whole entire backstory, not the actual character, but the backstory itself. Try not to touch me. This is your unluckiest location. Protect it with all you've got, or else you're gonna get hit by the deciding blow. There's no time for you to be drinking. What? She did it on her own. I need that water. FF, what the hell are you doing? So, privilege card, GDST jail. Name, Kenzo 78, prison number, ME 25846, sentence total of 280, I guess, years as well. Past history, he used to be a leader of a cult group, burned alive 34 of his followers, and was the only one to survive. His secret to good health is urine therapy. Every morning, his knowledge of Kung Fu, Tai Chi, and tea. He has a knowledge of Kung Fu, Tai Chi, and tea ceremonies. So, stand name, Dragon's Dream. Oh wow, it's gonna rain outside pretty heavily. Is this oh my god, we're actually at the end. We're at the end. We're only about an hour into this as well. We're actually at the end. This is the last chapter. It feels so weird. We're at the end already. And guess what? It didn't finish in the middle of an arc. It finishes on the end of a... Oh wait, it does kind of start a new one, I think. But you know what I mean. It doesn't start in the middle of one, and then it doesn't end in the middle of one, like just every single other volume has done beforehand. Like, no, but it always does it. Like, hurts you. It hurts you in your heart. You're like, don't end there. Do not end there. But it ends there. You're like, damn it. So, burn Foo Fighters. Because she was cornered, she voluntarily went into the dragon's path for attack. His attack just been decided. His attack has just been decided. Because she was cornered, she voluntarily went into the dragon's path for attack. My eyes typically tend to go to the top, then read to the bottom. I don't know why. I guess I've done it quite a few times. I'm sorry. I tend to read the top, then go to the bottom, but I've got to read the bottom first into the top. I just realised that. It was a mistake I just made a couple of times. Do apologise. What the hell are you thinking? It's one of those things that you don't realise until after you read the bottom way. Like, oh yeah, I read the wrong way round. I guess that FF needs water now more than anything else. Even if the attack directed towards her becomes decided by fate, or even if she falls victim to bad luck, she sacrificed her arms so she could get into that hose. Now she can head directly for the faucet. Yes, now she's got more Oh no. That's your arm. The Feng Shui assassination has begun. Holy crap, it's really windy outside now. Damn, son. It's really windy outside. English weather. All the time. Just doesn't know what it wants to be. Sunny, cloudy, raining. Doesn't know what it wants to be. It wants to be anything it wants. It's like, yo, I'm going to be anything I want today. Not going to listen to anyone else. I assume you were trying to get more water, but there's no way that things go the way you planned, you know. I assume that you were trying to get more water, but there's no way that things go the way you planned. Now, all of my attacks will affect you negatively. That Feng Shui assassination, that's Feng Shui assassination. That's Dragon's Dream. That's what I mean when I say your fate decided. Oh no. She can't get more water. She can't. Oh, she couldn't even touch it. What's going to happen? The floor under this ward holds the execution room. In the state of Florida, there's a state law for capital punishment. About 2 or 3 people from this ward every year are subjected to death by 2,800 volts electricity at the high voltage electric chair. If she truly made of plankton, she'll be killed in an instant. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. Beep. Shit. I was so close to getting that water, but I didn't manage to break that valve. I have to get the water. That's up there. I can't stay here. Oh no. Ah, it can't be. This chair. Ah, beep. What? It can't be. Did I just turn the switch on? That must be the thing that started this chair up. Shit, I'm not gonna let that happen. Ah! After I attack you, how are you gonna meet your demise? Your situation? Anyone could guess what's going to happen now. I have to get the water that's dripping down before that happens. Ah! Ah! Beep. Beep. I guess you sitting there has already been decided from the start. Oosha! Ha! You'll never be able to get more water, and the timing is also perfect. The definitive time to kill. Beep. No! Son of a gun! No! No! Don't end there! You stupid volume! No! You stupid volume! No! No! Jesus! Ended the worst possible time. You damn cliffhangers! Oh no! Oh Jesus Christ! This manga will kill me. This manga will kill me. Oh man! Jesus Christ! Who would have known a 78-year-old man be so terrifying? Who would have goddamn realised? Jesus Christ! It can't have ended there. No way. No way. I've got my Finder open somewhere. I don't have my Finder open. Damn it. Dang it. No. That's it. I think that's actually the end of it. Damn it. That's annoying me now. Hold on, let's go check Battertub actually until it actually was the end of it, just because I actually missed the page. Because sometimes pages tend to disappear out of my folders. I'm actually angry. I'm actually angry. I'm actually so angry right now. It can't end there. Oh no. And it's raining as well outside. God damn it. What am I doing? JoJo. It ends at the worst possible times, these volumes do. I've just realised that. Alright, come on. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Right. Burn. Oh, I was going to say, what makes so many emails? I realised, oh yeah, today is the day when they start releasing a load of things on the internet when it comes to movies. So, Burn Dragons 3, Burn Food Fighters, there we are, that's the one I need. Load of publicity things come out on the internet today. Come on, don't be the end of it, It's the end of it. It's the end of it. That's the end. I can't believe it. I can't even believe it. That's actually the end of the volume. And in the worst possible point as well. God damn. God damn. I wish these things were 10 chapters long, like part 5 was for a bit. Oh man. That was pretty freaking good. Not gonna lie. I like FF's character as well. I don't want FF to die. No, she can't die. She's too cool to die. Like, no one died in this manga. Like, people have died already. In part 5, so many people kind of perished as well. Kakyoin died in part 3. Ah man, what's going on? What's going on? I don't like this manga sometimes. It can't be doing this to me now. Why do you do this to me now, manga? But anyway, yeah. So let's actually talk about this actual volume, because this volume was actually really freaking interesting. Because again, it kind of highlights the thing I love about this part so far is the fact of how isolated it actually really is. Like the fact that it takes place in a prison, and the fact that it takes place in such kind of very, very small spaces, it makes the whole entire experience a lot more kind of fearful, because it's not wide open space. Like, there's nothing there. You can't really kind of escape anywhere because you're stuck in that one area. And look what just happened. Look what happened with FF just now. Like, she just went to the bottom and she ended up in the execution room. Like, it kind of just tells you there and then. There is no safe places in this, like, kind of prison, which actually kind of adds to the whole entire atmosphere, because you get a sense of dread more than beforehand. Yes, beforehand there was a sense of dread because the sand users got better in part 5 and made the whole entire dread even bigger. The whole thing in part 4 again, the fact the sand users got even more kind of scary, the dread got bigger. But here, the dread really does come from the fact that actually the whole entire place is so kind of concise and very small that there's not much space they can actually kind of move around, and for that reason, you kind of fear more for the enemies. It's very much heightened in this whole entire arc with the dragon. Like, the dragon just really proved that whole entire idea as well. It's kind of scary because, again, there were times where you actually did have a wide open space, but still, it just, I like when you actually have these kind of concise, kind of very small spaces, because it just adds so much more atmosphere, and kind of you fear more for the enemies, for the protagonists, because you're like, Jesus freaking Christ, they actually might die because they can't get out of anywhere. They will actually be in this area for like a long time, they probably will die. So it actually does add to it, though you just feel so much more like kind of scared for the protagonists, because it's like a lot of the time they are very much in trouble. Look what happened with Hermes as well, like last volume. Hermes, she got into some stuff, invisible zombie stuff. So just there and then you just kind of just realize, yeah, this is actually not a good thing. Like, no one is really much safe, which does really kind of add to the atmosphere as well. Like, the whole entire idea of no one is safe. Anyone can literally just kind of perish, and is very much kind of vocalized in this very panel right now, that FF might die. Like, FF might be the first one to go, which, if that's the case, I'll be very pissed, because FF is an incredible character. Like, she doesn't deserve to die right now, because she needs more time. But yeah, one of the major thing is to actually kind of note what the hell Pooch's going to do next. Poochie really wants to kind of resurrect Dio, which, if that's the case, god freaking damn it, imagine if Jotaro came back and just opened his eyes to see Dio right there, just saying above him like, yo, what's up? That'd be the most terrifying thing in the universe. You'd be like, did I die? Are you what I see when I die? I'm not too sure. But it's kind of one of those things, it'd be kind of terrifying to see him back, because again, maybe he won't be as scary as he was back in part 3, because part 3 didn't know how to kill him back in part 3. But now they've actually kind of advanced to a point where probably it's not as bad as it was in part 3, but still, there might be a twist here and there. He might be an invisible vampire zombie, as we kind of deduced last volume. But really, this manga's incredible. Like, it actually is, because not once do you really kind of feel safe, which is what I like. As I said beforehand, I like the idea that you're not safe, because otherwise, if you think the protagonist's going to get out of the situation, then there's no point reading it, because you're going to be like, okay, yeah, the protagonist's going to win, aren't they? Granted, yes, they might actually win, but how it's structured right now, it kind of gives you like red herrings to them winning, but then it goes, nope, and it kind of takes it all away, and like, oh no, which is actually really freaking good. It's very much an improvement over the previous parts, because again, it's the whole entire idea that you knew they were going to win. Like, yeah, maybe some of them might die, but you knew the protagonist in the end will actually win. Hello, how's it going? So it's actually pretty freaking good that really no one is safe, and the whole entire idea, if you really feel that sense of dread. Like right now, when Anasui, Jesus freaking Christ, the rain outside. When Anasui just said, below this area is the execution room, I was like, yep, this is not going to be good. This ain't going to be good. So really, all in all, it's pretty freaking amazing, I must say. I actually really do like this manga a lot. I think out of part 1 to 4, then 6, I think it's actually probably the best one. Like, personally, I think it's actually the best one. Because really, it has everything. It literally does. Like, it doesn't have anything I don't like. Like, everything that's so far, I really enjoy. Like, it just has everything you need. And it really just kind of, really heightens this idea of how much Araki's progressed since part 1 to right now. Like, every single part really does kind of just bring out the best in Araki, and I think this part really is echoing that idea to a point that's actually kind of scary. That really, you're reading this now, and I think this manga came out in 2001, I believe, or maybe 2003, I'm not too sure. Maybe beforehand, I'm not even actually kind of very, very sure of that, but it still feels fresh. Like, it still feels, none of his parts have aged at all. Like, none of the parts really you can say that have aged badly, because all of the parts technically do have something which makes them fresh to what it is in the climate right now, when it comes to showing the manga and also anime. Like, part 4, it felt as if it was written like 2 years ago. It didn't feel like it was written like at least 20 years ago. Part 5 very much was the same. Part 6 is also that idea echoed as well. Like, it's written so goddamn well that you just kind of, you can't put it down either, which is also another really good plus, that you literally just can't put it down. So yeah, I'm about 75 chapters in now, 74 chapters actually.
I'm actually kind of really freaking like dreading the end of this. Like, I don't want to kind of see this manga end because I'm like, this is just too good for this own good. It's too good. Like, it's one of those ones you just can't put down. You just want to continue reading and reading and reading and reading until you actually get to the end. You're like, oh no, it's the end. Every single volume, the ending just gets even more tough when you think about it. You're like, damn it, damn it. Hurts even more. But yeah, I like Kenzo's character. I think it's actually kind of interesting. Like, as an I don't like him as a person, but I like his kind of character as an interesting kind of point. I think it's actually kind of a neat addition to this whole entire group. It's kind of like it's kind of just diversifying the stand users now at this point. Like, it's kind of allowing different kind of groups of ages to be a stand user, different kind of ways of life to be a stand user, and that kind of thing as well. It's actually kind of interesting. Like, it's not just that person to be a stand user because you can see clearly from the way they stand in to be a stand user, but this guy, you don't really imagine him to be a stand user, but he actually is. I actually quite like the idea. It's diversifying his idea, like, to a point where it's kind of like he doesn't ever predict who can be a stand user. Actually kind of cool. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with FF, but I'm kind of terrified. So yeah, that has been Volume 8 of Part 6. So yes, if you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit if you have enjoyed what I do here. And you want to stay a little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. But until next time, see you guys later. Bye for now.